Have you ever wondered how a single coffee shop, selling nothing but roasted beans, turned into a global empire worth over $100 billion? This is the story of Starbucks. Story of vision, risk, and a moment that changed the coffee industry forever. Our story begins in 1971 in Seattle, Washington. Three friends, Jerry Baldwin, Zev Siegel, and Gordon Boker, shared a passion for good coffee. But at that time, America didn't. Coffee was cheap, mass-produced, burnt, and honestly, nobody cared. So the three friends opened a small shop called Starbucks. They didn't even sell brewed coffee, just beans, equipment, a few supplies. It was in a café. It was in a hangout. It was simply a store. For 10 years, Starbucks stayed small, 7 locations, all in Seattle. Growing slowly, but with no grand ambitions. Until one man walked into their lives and changed everything. In 1981, a young salesman named Howard Schultz visited Starbucks. And he noticed something strange. People weren't just buying coffee beans. They were passionate about it. Schultz fell in love instantly. He begged the founders to hire him. They finally said yes. A year later, Starbucks sent Schultz to Milan for a coffee conference. But what he discovered wasn't a conference at all. It was a culture. A city where cafes were on every corner, where people didn't just drink coffee, they experienced it. Espresso bars, community spaces, conversations, connections. Starbucks wasn't doing any of this. But Schultz saw what it could become. Schultz rushed back to Seattle with a radical proposal. We need to open coffee bars. We need to serve drinks. We need to create Italian-style cafes in America. The founders said no. They didn't want to run cafes. They wanted to sell beans. So Schultz did something bold. He left Starbucks and started his own coffee bar company called Il Giornale. Immediately it took off. People loved the European feel, the experience, the atmosphere. And then, in 1987, Starbucks ran into financial trouble. The founders offered to sell the entire company. Schultz bought Starbucks for $3.8 million. That decision would turn him into a billionaire and Starbucks into a global phenomenon. Schultz rebranded all his cafes under one name, Starbucks. Then he focused on one mission: create a third place, not home, not work, but a place people want to stay. He introduced cozy seating, Italian names like latte and macchiato, espresso machines that created theater, personalized orders, and a cup with your name on it. Suddenly, Starbucks wasn't selling coffee. They were selling an experience, a feeling, a lifestyle, a culture. By the mid-1990s, Starbucks was opening a new store every single day. By the 2000s, it was 3 stores per day. Starbucks expanded aggressively. Japan, China, Europe, the Middle East, Africa, wherever Starbucks opened. One thing happened. People lined up. The green logo became a global symbol of premium coffee. Today, Starbucks has over 35,000 stores, operations in 80 countries, and a brand worth more than $100 billion. All from one small shop in Seattle. Starbucks didn't win because it sold better coffee. It won because it sold a better experience. Howard Schultz didn't just build a company. He reshaped a culture, introduced America to espresso, and proved that sometimes the biggest opportunities come from ideas everyone else rejects. This is the rise of Starbucks, from one store to a global empire.